Why, hello there. I see you discovered Endless Ocean Luminous. Yeah, I'm sure we all very excited about the coming out of this game, but it's sadly coming out in May. But fear not, there's still plenty of underwater games, so grab your diving gear, wet your fins, cause I've got a couple things that might be interesting. I got the top 10 games that'll get you ready for Endless Ocean. So, without further ado, let's dive right on into the list. Since we're talking about the Endless Ocean 3, also known as Luminous, I thought it would be most appropriate if we talked about the first two entries into the franchise. But in my personal opinion, I think I'll be talking more about Endless Ocean Blue World, also known as Endless Ocean 2, because not only do you have about 7 locations across the globe, you also have over 300 plus species, on top of multiple mechanics, including going onto land, as well as using various tools, even going as far as having your own private aquarium and private reef. Which is, something I wish I had in real life, but honestly, who really doesn't? But of course, why should the fun stop there? You can also do a form of treasure hunting by using a multi-sensor to locate various items that have unfortunately sunken to the bottom of the ocean, or you can take pictures of your various encounters of various wildlife, on top of cataloging multiple species into your aquarium. But be careful! Some of the wildlife down there may not be as agreeable to be interacted with. I mean, sure, you can feed some of the fish, but there may be some that might want to turn you into fish food. In Endless Ocean Blue World, not only will you be encountering memorable characters, you will also have the ability to tame various dolphin species, including my favorite, that is the orca. You will, as well as finding legendary beasts, prehistoric creatures, and so much more. So if you want to start your adventure in the Endless Ocean franchise, I suggest you start with Blue World, and then if you think you're brave enough, go to Endless Ocean, the first entry. And, of course, if you're feeling really excited, just as well as we are, I suggest you eagerly wait for Endless Ocean 3, because who knows what else will be awaiting us in the depths below. But of course, this is not the only thing that you should look forward to when you take a deep dive into these kind of games. We have so much to explore, and so very much to see. With that being said, let's move on to the next other group of games that might also get your feet wet. In the realm of Abzu, you will be taking a deep dive into a world of magic and sunken civilizations. There is no dialogue, no words spoken, just endless magic and a world of mystery that is as deep as the very ocean itself. Whether you play this game to solve the mystery that is in the story of Abzu, explore the ancient ruins of a bygone era, or simply want to enjoy a world that is peaceful, pristine, and filled with awe and wonder, Abzu will not disappoint in quenching your thirst for mystery and magic. And speaking of magic, we have the Song of the Deep, where you play as a little girl who builds a submarine in search of a missing father who is lost at sea. But little would you know that there is so much more than just simple coral reefs and kelp. You'll find various things that you would not expect to find down in the deep. The question is, what could possibly be down there that we do not know? What is this ancient civilization? And will we find this missing father figure? Or will we too sink to the terrible jaws of the tide? Moving on from the fantasy to a little bit more grounded in reality, Beyond Blue is a small fictional documentary series that is actually in partnership with Ocean X, a real-life organization dedicated to ocean conservation and discovery. The game itself is honestly rather short, but when you play as a diver in the near-distant future, you explore the South China Sea, where you will be following and documenting the habits of a small pod of sperm whales, as well as various other forms of sea life, and you also get a small bit of a taste that goes on in real life. So if you're a bit curious as to what's really going on behind the scenes at Ocean X and other organizations like this, I suggest you maybe give this small story a little bit of a playthrough. I, for one, enjoyed it, and I kind of feel like I did a small part in helping preserving our blue world. And perhaps you may too if you give this game a shot. And who knows? Maybe you'll be inspired to do other things as well to help save our beautiful blue planet. For this entry, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let the game speak for itself.
The seven seas spread throughout the world. It is said that there is a monster for each of these seven seas. Ships are being attacked one after another. Sharks gather around monsters seeking human flesh. The ocean is not only a place of blessing, but a place of terror. An enormous bounty has been set for their heads. Brave youth go out to face the monsters. The Ocean Hunter.
Okay, so maybe I should have been in a little bit more detail on the last entry, but it's an arcade game. But here, in Death in the Water 2, you will be exploring the very murky depths of an uncharted territory where you will be forced to fight against sharks, sea snakes, and various other forms of life, including the merfolk. But the question is, why are these sea creatures attacking you? Is there an unknown force that is influencing them? Is it simply because they are bloodthirsty as contrary to what we believe in modern times? We do not know, but you better be armed and ready, otherwise, you will find yourself dead. The story of Stranded Deep is actually rather simple. You find yourself stranded on a bunch of deserted islands after your plane just crashed, and now you have to survive for as long as possible. So, yes, you better be ready to build, you better be ready to hunt, and you gotta do whatever it takes to survive before, well, you become shark chow. So, I have to ask, how long do you think you can last in the open ocean where there's nothing but islands and guaranteed death by the jaws of sharks and other marine life in the game that is Stranded Deep?
Did someone say a shark? That's right, my humans. It is me, King Shark, and I will be taking over this wrist. And well, let's see. What do we have here? Ooh, I like this entry. So here's the scene. There is a man who's taking a dive, thinking all is rather peaceful, and the diver is driving along, and then all of a sudden, surprise! He is eaten by a shark! But there's a broad twist. You are the shark! That is right! I am talking about Jaws on Leash, the classic shark game that has got everyone fearing for their lives, and is actually based on the classical Hollywood film Jaws, where it's obviously based on the movie, but there's so much more destruction. It's beautiful! But there's also... Ah, yes, the beloved franchise that started it all. The Man-Eater is where you start off as a tiny little baby bull shark, starting off in his life in a small pond. But over time, you get to terrorize the deep seas, growing up into becoming a supercharged apex predator. And you may also gain superpowers ranging from electricity to bone-shattering armor, etc., etc. Oh yes, the combat is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. And, oh yes, the carnage is absolutely glorious! And, fun fact, I just discovered this today. The narrator of this gaming franchise is actually voiced by the man-fish that is in Hotel Transylvania 3.
My name is Trip Westhaven. Recently, I've been asking questions. Some would say too many questions.
But references aside, if you want something that is bloodthirsty as well as underwater, Jaws Unleashed and Man-Eater are...
Whoa. Hold it
mimicry, it's taking place underwater.
That we're supposed to be advertising something for Endless Ocean, not a killing simulator.
Seriously? There are some entries that involve curing marine life, so that is a curing simulator.
I guess I can argue with that, but well, hold on. No, you know what? No, I am not having this. You need. Can you just wait till Shark Week or something? Cause yeah, there's still just wait till Shark Week, okay?
You
There's still
serious?
plenty of opportunities for you to do that.
Fine, I guess I'll go, but I'll be back, Yenny.
Thank you. All right, now, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, here's number 10.
That's right. I saved the best for last. And how can I not include Subnautica? Even though I really didn't get into it myself, but the premise is pretty simple. You're stranded on a deserted planet after your ship has been mysteriously shot down by an unknown weapon of some sort. And your job, as the last member of the crew to have survived the crash, you must survive this hostile world of watery dangers, ranging both small and kinda edible to gargantuan and leviathan proportions. You have to build things, and you have to explore what you can. The question is, can you survive long enough to escape? Or will you be another meal? And of course, I should also ask, will I be able to reach 1,000 subscribers to actually do a live stream with you guys to play this game? And if so, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. In the meantime,
hope you guys are nice and hydrated for watching all of those, but yes, it's gonna be a bit of a wait. But if you did enjoy this list and you wanted a little live stream and a few other Endless Ocean content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, get lucky today to become a very lucky Ammonite, and as always, I will see you guys on the next time. So stay tuned as we take to the deep.